November 23rd, 2021, 9:20 a.m. They're gonna do the spray for the roach thing that they have to do yearly for apartment buildings. I lit the candle for the first time in a bit, and then I sat down here, and at 8:56 a.m. my Aunt Terry let me know that Janet had messaged Uncle Jerry last night. Aunt Janet. And so I put morning and I said but I knew already. So Grandpa DeReich has died. And it did bring me some tears at first. Yeah, so he I could only hear this through her because nobody else contacted me. It's sad. So that answers that question. It was definitely Grandma talking to him. Anyway. I have so much family and none kind of thing. He was the only grandfather I sort of had because my dad's adopted grandfather, he had died in his 50s, so I never knew him. I've only got a photo of him and my granny pulling, and then so there was just my mom's side with her dad, and then I knew my step grandfather from my mom's marriage to my stepdad. I knew my step grandfather for a while, and then I also had known my step grandparents that were my stepmother's side, but like it was hard to have like. And I never knew the grandparents of my dad's birth family side. But, my granny pulling was hard for me. And when Grandma DeReich passed, that's when I traveled from Toronto. That's during my bleeding to death times. I laugh about it, but it was awful. But I went, I was there. It was quiet here for a bit, but soon I gotta have people in the apartment. I hate that. Like when during this time period, I don't really like them coming in, but at least they're gonna do something preventative for the building. I just woke up and I'm already tired. Yeah, apparently it was 5:30 this morning, but he may have passed before then. But it was declared 5:30 this morning that Andre DeReich, grandfather, passed. I heard from my dad earlier. My dad that I haven't heard from in a long time, that I've been worried about. I heard from him because he'd been told it was a private ceremony. But even my uncle, who was told when he was contacted by Aunt Janet that there was no ceremony. But when my dad called the funeral home, he just told it was private family only. I don't know. Anyway, family stuff. But during my dad's call to me, I was racing on I guess it was Indianapolis Speedway, and I don't remember racing during my dad's call because I was in shock for my dad calling me and shock talking to him and hearing him sound so normal. And then also knowing that, registering that I hadn't heard from him in so long, and then also registering that that he was calling me because he needs something, and also registering that it's one of those things. Anyway, I'm about to do another traumatizing thing, and that's try to get a hold of my mother.
Hello?
Hi. I called to say I'm sorry for your loss.
Who is this?
It's your daughter.
Oh, you sound so different.
I'm older
Are you
now.
okay, Amber?
I'm a bit upset, but I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Are you? Yeah. I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry about Grandpa, and I hope you're okay.
I will be.
Yeah. Yeah.
You sound very different, dear. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah. I'm 43 now. Age is setting in. I don't know. I also just I just sound different. I guess I would. But yeah, anyway. Oh.
Hang on now. Aunt Janet messaged him several times that if he wanted to see Dad before he passed,
Oh,
to
okay.
get his butt over there.
Oh, okay.
He did not reply to any of her texts
Oh, okay.
until after Dad was dead.
Okay, no, I didn't. I just wanted to know about the ceremony. That's fine. So at least people will be there, because I had heard from my dad about it. So that like he had heard, and he used to be close to them. So anyway,
Yeah, she was.
yeah, they told him they considered him like a kid, one of their kids. But I am sorry for your loss anyway, and I hope that it'll be a lovely service.
How's your dad doing?
He's fine from what I hear. How are you doing?
Oh, getting there, I guess.
Getting there.
Nothing.
Getting where?
Nothing ever goes right. That's just the way life is anymore, it seems. So.
Well, you're surviving during a pandemic. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, well, I make sure I'm careful. Very careful.
Oh, good to hear. Oh, did you get a booster yet?
No, not yet. I'm not eligible till next month.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the time frame. Yeah, I remember that saying till June. Okay. Well, I didn't want to keep you. I just wanted to give my condolences. And
Thanks, Amber.
yeah, no problem.
It means a lot that you called me.
Oh, well, you're still my mother. So at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, I better go. But you're in my thoughts, and so are all the. I don't know who's all still around as far as my aunts and uncles, but my thoughts are with you all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay. Take care.
Thanks, Amber, for calling.
No problem. Bye. Ah, jeez. Contradicting stories regarding my uncle.
My call could have gone worse.
Right? She said it sounds different. My mother sounded different since the last time I talked. Like, the last time I talked to her, she sounded different to me, but she sounds the same as far as... I didn't want to say I'm on speakerphone, Mother, and I'm speaking down into the phone, and you don't talk to me for, I don't know, when was the last time I talked to her? Freaking...
Facebook years ago.
Yeah, Facebook, but like on the phone was the last time.
A year and a half at least. And
No,
on
the
the
phone.
last time she mentioned, you spoke to her on the phone, she also mentioned you didn't sound like you.
Yeah, but it wasn't here, was it? Wasn't it when we lived
No, we were here at the time.
What would I have talked to her about?
I have no idea, but it was
remember.
within the past 2 years.
I don't think so. The past 2 years is to the whole COVID. No. I haven't talked to my mother. She messaged me a couple of years ago about her when she turned 65 for the thing. I have not talked to her on the phone since,
Yeah.
I think, the whole Christmas debacle thing. I don't know. I think it was a lot before then. I don't know. It's been more than 2 years. It's been... When would I have talked to my mother? Didn't talk to her when the houses were gone. Didn't talk to her when... I don't think I've talked to her on the phone since the Christmas thing years ago. I honestly don't. After the Christmas thing. It doesn't really matter. She's still around. God, that family though, crazy. It's kind of maybe for the best
So
of
I added a few more hours to my week next week.
What?
This coming Sunday, instead of starting at 6:15, I start at 2:45.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, from the second job. Okay. I better turn this thing off. I sound like my fucking mother, don't I? I sound like my mom, don't I? I sound like my mother, don't I? Do I sound like I wish I had recorded my dad. Then I'd have at least one recording of my dad and one recording of my mom. 2 anomalies in one day of hearing both my parents for the first time in one of them years and the other one months. Yeah.
Definitely weird.
What? I, I'm in shock probably. I'm in a bit of shock right now. So I'm like, my grandfather died and I heard from my dad for the first time in months, and then I had to phone my mother who I haven't talked to in years. So I'm just sort of like, I'm gonna turn on music and hot ring. During the practice playlist, we were on an oval when my dad called, and I totally don't remember racing at all. I don't remember anything. I don't, yeah, it was like a moment, right? Yeah, it is fucking weird. I've never had that happen, but it happened. Probably just too much, like shock. Yeah, because my dad's, ailing still. Yeah, so he hasn't talked to me for months because of it. No. Oh no. No, but it's just my mother didn't recognize my voice. She didn't know it was me when I called her. Yeah, so I'm like not gonna be on mic. I'll be listening to music. Yeah, she was like, I was like, I'm sorry for your loss, and she's like, thank you. Who is this? It's your daughter? You sound different. Yep, that happens when you get older and you don't talk to the person for like all that time. Yep. I want to be like, yeah, I'm 40 something now, Mom. And that's what happens. It was weird. It was fucking weird. But I had to call her. Her dad died, right? Hold on a second. Sometimes you lose family a lot longer before they die. But yes, I'm sad too. Yeah. Yeah. I think he is in his 70s or 70s, 80s, maybe at the latest. Yeah, I think he's about 80s something. Yeah, 80s. Yeah. Well, how old would he have been? Maybe he's in his 80s. 80s, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. He's not my birth grandfather, but he's the one I knew on my mom's side growing up. So, yeah. It was just weird that we're not waiting on you numbers. Don't worry. We know you. I'm just letting other people join first. Wow. Okay. Bye. Anybody I should kick? Just tell me now. Okay. Who the hell is Waldy Sachs? Don't. Okay. Oh, alright. Going off mic, but thanks. You think so? Okay. Yeah. There was like 1 o'clock. Like, it's only 15 minutes away, but we're not gonna wait 15 minutes. But stuff here. Oh, grain statement. I guess I didn't know it. That's too bad. Yeah, it's fine. We'll go after, I don't know. We'll just go after the joining, I guess. Yeah, I'm still trying to get through my coffee. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's good though, it still tastes good, but it's like 2 days in a row he's forgotten the sugar for it, and I'm like, wait, my coffee tastes like coffee. Where's the sugar? This will help Nevers get some practice on the tracks we're used to. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going off right now. I want to set up my Spotify so it doesn't like, because it loads, you know.
Singing,
Oh my God, that's spooky.
I'm gonna lead off one. Yeah.
When the Saints come marching in, like, oh shit, 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 was the first song. Holy fuck. My God, right? Holy shit. Oh my God. My shoes. Wow.
Well, I see Brother Danny in Barcelona coming in with that break. Watch this choir coming up.
So, I wanted to clarify about earlier. I'm pretty sure he got confused about when I talked to my mom because I had received a phone call from her, but I didn't answer it, and she had left a voicemail. It was when she was asking for my SIN number when she was filling out her papers for age 65, which was this past June, her pension papers. And I didn't talk to her because that was the first time I don't think we've talked since I lived in St. Thomas. So that means that, like, it's been since prior to 2000, it's been since 2017 at least. And yeah, since the whole Christmas thing had happened. God, look at that sky. I wanted to show you guys the cats because they're being really cute. Here they are. Okay, first there's Smudge, who's always cute because look at her. Smudges. But look at the boys. Look at the boys. That's Vincent and Pico. Pico is so in love with Vincent. All of my cats are rescue, adopted. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Mommy told you that way, right? No, they were all rescues, and we didn't intend to have 4. I had a hysterectomy after the second pair, but I mean, look at the love. Pico loves Vincent. I'm not, aw. Are you okay, Picos? Sometimes I don't know if he's like sick or if he's just like really happy to be there. You know, I gotta ruin the moment a little bit because, oh, it's okay. See there? It's okay. It's okay, babies. They're, these guys were captured together. There actually was a third one. Those are 2 boys. A third orange cat that was rounded up, and they're just assumed to be relatives, but they're not. Oh, excuse you. But the girl got away. Apparently, she had escaped from the kill shelter, so she was smart. But yeah. And but I got the 2 boys. They were together. And when I saw the picture, I was like, they were in such a rush. I was like, I have to take them. And then this one is because she looked too adorable, and Chai came with her as well, and so now you know the story. The bedroom window's wide open.
I know.
Why? And there's a water bottle on the ledge. It's freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out. I'm freaked out. I'm freaked out. Oh, Chai, you've already made yourself comfortable up there. Hi. Hi, Chai. Hi. Remember the camera? Remember the camera? You don't give a F today. Yeah, she was upset earlier because the day started off with, like, when I got up with the fridge and stove needing to be moved because they did the pest control. The pest spray. You hate seeing the word. The roach spray that they do for the whole building. So that happened today. It always stresses you out to have people come into the apartment. Well, during a pandemic. You know how it can be during a pandemic. I don't know what I'm saying. It was stressful. There was that, and then there was the message from my aunt saying that my grandfather had passed. And it was apparently 5:30 this morning that was declared, so it probably happened before then. But yeah, that makes sense. My grandma was bossing them around to go home. And no doubt, from 2 different stories I've heard from 2 different people now, they got visits last night, so, and I doubt he was alone. From the sound of the one story, Grandma was with him. They're making the rounds to the various siblings, and I think they included my dad. They thought of my dad as a son as well because of my dad being in their life for so long, and you know, just how it was. He visited them quite a bit. Well, that's like an elephant for a second there, an elephant trunk in the sky. Well, that's just gorgeous, right, that sky, but my battery's flashing. I've had a weird day. Hearing my dad's voice, it's like I had a dissociation of episode because I've been worried about him for all this time, and I finally hear from him, and he's trying to get information for the funeral home, but the funeral thing is private ceremony, and I don't, all that stuff. I wish I'd recorded my dad. I don't, because I never know when I'll ever hear from him again, you know? I never know. And then my mom deciding to call my mom was weird because I did not know how that would go. It's been since I lived in St. Thomas, I'm pretty sure. She didn't have my Toronto number, and I was surprised when she called back when she was trying to get that information from me, because I know I was surprised she called, but she would have gotten the number off of another relative that had me on Facebook at the time. And yeah, it was very, very, so, but how can you not call somebody who's, you know, I had to call her, because at the end of the day, she's still my mother. No matter how many times my parents have disowned me just for existing, because of their guilt, they're still my parents. I'm still their daughter. What a sky. 5:40 p.m. on Tuesday, and my battery doesn't charge anymore. After the last clip I made during I was gonna take even more, but I wanted to charge my battery again, and it won't anymore. The battery, probably it's the charger. I don't know. I only have one battery, so I need another battery and I need another charger for my Canon, Canon Rebel T6i, which is now made almost useless. That's how it goes, alright? I was talking about my grandfather and stuff, so plugged in other places, etc. I don't have a cord. The model of the camera doesn't have it where you charge the battery through the camera, so it is what it is. So I'll be recording clips on this. I could also use my Fuji camera, which would be better quality and actually will work better for outside walks, as far as just, you know, a bit less daunting. So I'll probably use this. I used it, if it's good enough for Italy, Scotland, and Ireland, it's good enough for here. So that's probably what I'm going to do. And I have 2 batteries back up for that one. So I'll try it, but just not today, just because I don't want to have 2 batteries not be able to work in the same day. So it's 9:53 p.m. or maybe 9:54. I don't know by now. 23rd of November. It has been a freaking weird day. Out here in the cold. I want to show you the moon. So I'm using my Fujifilm camera, the little one. Okay, so I don't know how this works anymore. Oh, it's got a limit of 15 minutes. That's probably a good thing. Because of how long I would talk, but this is definitely going to change the way I vlog until my battery decides to work again. So there's the moon. I'm using the Fujifilm camera. Now, I did use it in Italy, but I used it for photography, not for the video feature. For my video feature, I was just taking clips, little clips, that I posted to Instagram, and then I eventually made into a months and seconds kind of video, my Italy in November. So I didn't actually take video myself. The other person was taking video, and it was mostly of trains. He didn't get like the, you know, the St. Mark Square or all the, you know, really, I don't know. I should have been filming then, but that's okay. I like all the photos I took instead. But I'm in a weird mood. It's been a weird night. I raced all day in avoidance. Yeah, it's so much darker, eh? But yeah, my battery is it's not charging, so this is gonna change everything, and I really like that camera. So I'm not getting rid of my camera. I'm just gonna have to hope for the best. See, it won't charge, but the other packs for this camera's batteries did. So it's the battery or the charger, and it had just worked prior to that, but I mean, so see, like this one, if I plug it in, the battery's charged, but it might it'll show a light. So it sucks to have that happen. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna assume that it's either a temporary thing, as in the battery's just not gonna work for a bit, or the charger, or I mean, because we tried different things about it, or it's like done, which is totally, like I said, changing the way I'm gonna vlog for November or anytime. I don't know what to do. I don't know the quality of this. I like the darker. There's also, when I zoom in, it turns the camera off. So, like, there's that. I can zoom in a little bit, but if I go all the way, it's how you turn the camera off. So, oopsies. Yeah, this is not ideal. Not ideal, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not cheerful. I don't know how to describe the way it was today. So yeah, trying to figure out the last time I'd actually talked to my mother, because the thing is, I was surprised when she showed up on my phone back when she needed the SIN number of mine, and I didn't answer, and she left voicemails, and I said that my mother sounds different. She ended up saying the same thing about me today, but I actually hadn't talked to her in a few years, because I don't think she's talked to me since I lived in St. Thomas, and she's written me, though, on Facebook, and that's why, partly why I don't have Facebook. But, yeah, hearing my dad, just when I've wanted to talk to him for so long, you know, since he's been going through what he's going through, and also I've said it's so strange to be going through this time period and not be able to talk to my dad, and my dad not talk to me anymore. And he just called me, though, to try and hopefully get info about the service, but apparently it's not going to be a public service, just like really close family only or something, and I don't know, whatever it is what it is. But I've already said this, but then I said out loud to, I said, should I, like, I said it to the person I live with, I said, should I call my mother? I should call my mother. You know, it's not something that I can do so easily because of the fact that I know it is never healthy to be in contact with her. And, but I had to give her my condolences. Now, I'm not creating a Facebook account for that, so that's an emotional weirdness. But yeah, the call with my father first, when he called me, kind of, I didn't even know I was racing. I just totally dissociated the call. It's like I wanted to say everything all at once because I don't know when I'm going to hear from him again. And then, but he says he's getting a landline, and I hope that's true, because then he'll talk. Hopefully he'll talk to me again. and he'll be okay. I don't know. Because I'd rather have contact with him before, yeah, than not. And then, as for my mother, yeah, I made that call. That's the call. That's done. I just, yeah. Yeah. It's been a very strange day. And I raced enough, and now I gotta catch up all these vlogs, and that's what I'll do. Thanks for being here. I haven't done any writing. It's 10:01 p.m. on the 23rd of November. Maybe I should start, but the Hiring Championship is coming up next Saturday, and I kind of want to practice with people. I got to practice with most of the teammates today, and it was actually pretty good. Considering my state, how I was. I mean, honestly, they're amazing. They're great, and that won't be our issue with the championship. It's not. It's gonna be more like how other people race and what cars are thrown at us, and stuff like that is more the issue. I mean, some slip ups, but you know what I mean. It's not. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it, but I do need to work on some things for myself. Yeah. Waiting for Thursday, Friday, when he knows what he's getting paid for the part-time job, so that I can put my mind at ease regarding rent. So that's kind of, I'm in this like state of anxiety-ridden waiting contemplation, but at the same time now I've got, you just put grief on grief, and then the family thing. Just talking to two parents in one day is pretty overwhelming. Yeah. Yeah. Of course I sound different. Getting older, Mom. Mother. Yeah.